Picture this. You're sitting in a meeting, it's in English. Your boss, your colleagues, maybe even important clients are all there. You have a fantastic idea, a brilliant point to make. You open your mouth to speak, but nothing comes out. Or worse, the wrong words come out. The moment passes, the conversation moves on, and you just sit there feeling invisible.
Oh, Chloe, that feeling is the worst. That internal panic where your brain just goes completely blank. I think we've all been there.
It's universal, but it doesn't have to be your reality. Hello and a very warm welcome to Boost Your Business English. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Alex. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we are going to give you the tools, the exact phrases to make sure you are never lost for words in a meeting again.
Exactly. We're going to build your confidence from the moment the meeting starts to the moment it ends. And if you want to make sure you never miss a lesson like this one, take a second right now to click that subscribe button. It really helps us out.
We'd appreciate that. And Chloe, we have something special planned for the end of this episode, don't we?
We absolutely do.
Stay with us until the end because we're saving the most powerful sentence of all for last. And trust me, once you hear it, you'll use it every single week.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning. The meeting is about to kick off. Everyone's dialing in or taking their seats. As the meeting leader, you need to take control. What can you say, Alex?
The simplest and most common phrase is, "Shall we get started?" It's polite, it's professional, and it signals it's time to focus. Another great one is, "Okay, everyone, thank you for coming." It's warm and appreciative.
Right. And once you have everyone's attention, you need to state the goal. You can say, the purpose of today's meeting is to discuss the new marketing campaign. Clear and direct.
Let's lock that first one in. This is a key phrase. It's time for our hear, repeat, and learn. I'll say the phrase, leave a little pause, and you say it out loud, wherever you are. Ready? Shall we get started?
Okay, the meeting is underway. Now comes the important part, sharing your ideas. How do you give your opinion confidently?
This is where people often get nervous. A great way to start is with a softening phrase. Instead of saying, "we must do this," you could say, "from my perspective, this is the best option." It sounds collaborative, not aggressive.
I love that. From my perspective. Another strong one is in my experience. This shows your opinion is based on past success. For example, in my experience, launching a product in summer works best.
Totally. And if you want to be more direct, you can use, "I would suggest that we focus on social media first." It's polite, but firm. By the way, we now have a whole list of these professional phrases in our free Essential Business English Guide, which you can download from the link in the description box below.
It's a fantastic resource. Okay, so we've started the meeting, we've given our opinion, but what happens when you need to jump into the conversation? Let's try a role play. Alex, you're the project manager giving an update. I'll be a team member who needs to add a crucial piece of information.
Right, team. So the project is on track. I've spoken to the design team and they have assured me the mock-ups will be ready by Friday. So from my perspective, we are in a very good position to move forward to the next stage on Monday.
Sorry to interrupt, but could I just add something here? I spoke with the lead designer this morning and she mentioned that a key team member is off sick. She said Friday might be difficult.
Okay. Thanks for the update, Chloe. That's very important information. Let me follow up on that.
Okay, let's break that down. Alex, you used from my perspective, which we just talked about. It was a great way to state your view of the project status.
Right. And you, Chloe, used two fantastic phrases for interrupting. You started with "sorry to interrupt, but," which is the classic polite way to enter a conversation.
Mm-hmm. And then I followed it with a question. Could I just add something here? Using a question is softer than making a statement. It asks for permission to speak, which is always well received.
Could I just add something here?
Excellent. So now you can get your voice heard. But what about when someone else is speaking? The easiest part of any meeting is agreeing. What are some good phrases for this, Alex?
Absolutely. You can say, I completely agree. Or for a more conversational tone, that makes sense. A slightly more modern business jargon one is, I'm on board with that.
But now, for the most difficult, most feared moment in any meeting for a non-native speaker, disagreeing.
This is a big one.
It is, and this is a turning point. We need to reframe how we think about this. Disagreeing in a business context isn't personal. It's not an argument. It's a collaborative process to find the best solution. You are not attacking the person, you are questioning the idea.
That is such an important mindset shift. Your colleagues will respect you for sharing a different viewpoint if you do it professionally. The key is to be respectful and indirect.
Let's role play this. It's the best way to learn. This time, I'm the marketing director with a radical new idea. Alex, you're the finance manager, and you have some serious concerns.
Okay, I'm feeling cautious already. Let's go.
Okay, everyone, I've analyzed the data, and I would suggest we pull all of our budget from traditional TV advertising and put it all into a high-risk, high-reward campaign with TikTok influencers.
I see what you're saying, Chloe, and I admire the bold thinking. However, I'm not sure that's the best way forward from a financial stability perspective. 100% of the budget is a huge gamble. Have we considered a phased approach, perhaps starting with a smaller pilot project?
That's a valid point. A pilot project could give us the data we need.
Okay, that was brilliant. Let's look at the language I used. I started with, I see what you're saying, but, or in this case, however. This is the magic formula for disagreeing. First, you show you have listened and understood. I see your point. I understand your reasoning.
Right. Acknowledge their point first, then you used the but or however to introduce your different idea, and you phrased your concern gently. I'm not sure that's the best way forward. It's much softer than that's a bad idea.
Exactly. And I ended with a question. Have we considered? This opens up a discussion. It's not a rejection, it's an invitation to find a better solution together. Learning to disagree like this is a real superpower in business.
It really is. And if you're enjoying these practical tips, don't forget we have other episodes on topics like making small talk with colleagues and writing professional emails. You can find them on our channel.
Okay, the discussion is winding down. It's time to end the meeting and make sure everyone knows what to do next. How do we do that, Chloe?
You need a strong summary. A great phrase is, so, to summarize, this tells everyone to listen for the main conclusions. For example, so, to summarize, we've agreed to launch a small pilot project for the TikTok campaign.
Perfect. Then you need to define the action points. Our next steps is the best way to do this. Our next steps are Alex will create a budget for the pilot, and Chloe will contact 3 potential influencer agencies.
And the final golden rule of ending a meeting is to say, I'll send a summary email. This ensures nothing is forgotten and everyone is accountable.
So important. Okay, we have covered the entire meeting from start to finish, but we did promise one final powerful sentence.
It's time for the big finish. Alex, what is the single most powerful sentence you can use in a business meeting?
Okay, here it is. The sentence is, just to make sure I've understood correctly, are you saying that, and then you rephrase their point in your own words.
That is so good. Why is it so powerful?
Because it does 3 amazing things at once. First, it shows you are an active, engaged listener. Second, it prevents misunderstandings before they become big problems. And third, it buys you time to think and formulate your own response. It's an incredibly smart strategic tool.
It really is a game changer. Let's do one last hear, repeat, and learn for that magic sentence.
Just to make sure I've understood correctly.
Wow, what an episode! So, to summarize, we've given you the language to start a meeting, give your opinion, interrupt politely, agree, disagree professionally, and end the meeting with clear action points.
If you found this lesson useful, please consider subscribing to the channel so you can join us for all our future lessons. We'd love to have you as part of our community.
And now we have a question for you. We would love to hear from you in the comments section below. What's the one phrase from today's episode you're going to try in your next meeting?
Let us know. Sharing your commitment is a great way to make sure you put it into practice. Don't forget to grab your free Essential Business English Guide from the description box. Thank you for listening to Boost Your Business English.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.